My name is Outsider2522 and welcome to another kind of Idleon video. What do I mean by that? Today we're going to do a review of how my channel is done on YouTube. It is related to Idleon, but it's not my usual content where I talk about how Idleon works, more so how Idleon has impacted my life over the last 12 months. I thought it might be interesting. Let me know what you think about it. Let's talk about it. Okay, so first of all, this channel would not exist without all of you guys, so a massive thank you. 1,627 of you have subscribed so far. Please feel free to join that group. It means a lot to me. It massively helps. Also, come join the Discord. Always there giving advice. Plenty of well-known people throughout the community who can also give you tips throughout the game. So if you are looking for somewhere to hang out, maybe some advice, come join us. Obviously, as always, leave comments below and I try to get back to everyone I can. Okay, so I guess the real thing of this is how much does Idleon pay as a content creator? Now, I'm aware there are content creators who are much bigger than myself, such as Griffey, ANZ. Yeah, there's a few out there, Titanic Llama. There's some content creators out there who are bigger than me, who I'm assuming will be doing much better than me as a content creator in terms of actual revenue numbers, things like that. But I thought I'd show you what myself, as someone who has grown reasonably within the last year, has sort of achieved, and almost lift the veil on what you could be doing as a content creator. I'll also do a bit of analysis later on to show you whether it is worth doing it from a fiscal point of view, so purely financial. So I've got a little bit to cover. There's a few things to discuss. We can go over it. Okay, so I started creating content for Idleon somewhere around about August, September 2023. Before then I was covering various other games, but I didn't really see the big break happen until the beginning of 2024. So we're going to do 2024 in retrospect and just have a look at it. I'm going to throw some numbers at you to begin with, and yeah, you'll be able to you can sort of make some assumptions from it. So in 2024, I managed to get 172,600 views, roughly. Okay, now, while that is nowhere near as competitive as, say, a viral video that might get millions instantly, for steady growth, I am more than happy with that. That is infinitely better than the year before, and it's still a substantial amount of views. So, again, thank you very much. I literally couldn't do this without you guys putting in the time. Those views equated to 11,500 hours of view time. That's no joke. I mean, how many hours are there in a year? There's 8,000. So over the course of a year, you guys probably watched nearly a year and a half's worth of hours. Again, it's nowhere near the massive numbers that viral YouTube creators are making, but for someone who is just starting out on their YouTube journey, that's huge. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Although I say my YouTube journey, this has actually been about 4 years in the making. So I originally started on Twitch. I was doing Monster Hunter style games. I then went on to do Warframe and try and mix it up, play different games. But Twitch didn't really resonate. So then I thought I'd pick up YouTube. So I did Twitch for nearly 2 years. I still got a Twitch account. It still is at the lowest tier of partner, whatever that is. I can't remember what it is anymore. That's how often I use it. Moved over to YouTube, and the main thing was because of the evergreen. People will constantly watch your videos, and I'll show you how that works later on. So YouTube I swapped over to about the beginning of 2023. So really it's about 2 years on YouTube, about 4 years that I've been trying to make it as a content creator. At the moment I'm not trying to make it as my final career. I still do my my day job, and I don't see that changing, but it is sort of a passive income stream for me. So yeah, that for me is a massive number for someone who's doing this part-time. On top of that, we managed to get 915 subscribers. So I almost doubled my subscriptions last year. What's that? No. So it works out Yeah, there was a 57% increase in subscribers last year over the year before. Now, I equate some of that to my content being more consistent. I put out a lot more videos last year. I think I put out 41 videos. Let me just double check that. So, how many videos did I put out? I think I read somewhere it was 41. Okay, so I put out nearly a video a week, which has probably helped that subscriber number to grow. And again, you guys have been massive. Now there are peaks and troughs in it. I will show you the graph so you can make your own things from it. You can clearly see in March that I had the biggest growth. This isn't a surprise. In March we had World 6 released, the run up to World 6. It was a massive time for Idleon, and I saw massive growth during those times. Getting as much as even up to like 20 subscribers in a single day, which is big. There's another peak somewhere around about August, which is around about the time summer break went live. So yeah, I can basically see that based around the number of videos I put out, the more likely I am to get subscribers, which kind of fits the algorithm, right? You need to be pumping out content. So, what sort of other stats can I show you guys? A massive thing for me is returning viewers. So people who see one video will come back for another video. That's down to subscribers and people like that. So massively appreciate you guys. You're probably the ones driving this channel. But the bit that might interest most people is sort of the revenue. Okay, so over the course of the 12 months, I pulled in £278.88p, so roughly about £300. What's that work out as? So that's roughly £25 a month. Okay, now as a passive income for me, I don't think that's bad at all. The plan is that because YouTube content is evergreen, I should see that number constantly go up. At £25 a month though, considering I'm putting out, what's it work out as? So roughly 41. So if we do 52 divided by 41, I'm putting out a video every 1.2 weeks, so roughly 3 videos. So for 3 videos, I'm making £25. As an hourly rate, I would make way more by just going to work. Okay, so to give you some context, each video that I make, because I do them in long form, majority of my videos are around about 15 to 20 minutes, they take somewhere between 4 to 6 hours just to edit. Alright, they probably take another probably about half hour, 40 minutes to record, and then they take me another half hour, 40 minutes to make a thumbnail for it. So overall, you're looking at somewhere between probably about the 5 and the 8 hour period. Now, say if we take that the lowest one, which is 5, and we do that for 3 videos, I'm doing 15 hours work, 25. So if we do 25 divided by 15, the hourly rate on it is £1.66. It's about 10 times less than minimum wage. I'm nowhere near the point where I would be able to even consider doing this full time, but again, as a passive income for a game I'm already playing, it's a nice bonus on top of it. There are some other factors to include, which I'll go over in a minute for you guys. So another thing was, and you may have seen the videos, you may be aware that it happened, we had a sound issue in that the sound quality was low. I also realised that, you know, I was using some video quality that was kind of outdated too. So my wife upgraded my stuff. Now, she actually got me a Yeti X, and I believe they retail at about £200–250. She also got me a Sony, is it a ZM1 version 2? They retail at about £800–900. I've got a very supportive wife. I probably wouldn't have gone as high quality as she did for me, but I did need the upgrade. She's also bought me a swinging arm for the mic. She's also bought me a boom arm to try and help with the sound quality issues that I was having. All of these things probably came to another £100. So all in all, she's probably spent somewhere around about £1,200–1,300 on gear. That doesn't include the stuff which I already had from streaming, things like my ring light, my green screen. So overall, I've probably spent somewhere around about £1,400–1,500 getting this up and running. Which means for this year alone, I think from the whole time making Twitch, I maybe made £100. So since starting this journey, I've probably made somewhere around about £400. I am at a net loss of over £1,000 for doing this. Now, there probably are other avenues that I could look to explore. I don't use Patreon. I'm not particularly good at the streaming thing, mainly because of my life. I've got 4 kids. 3 of them 4 and under, so I'm pretty hands-full when it comes to my downtime, which means I just don't have the time to be putting in to try and grow these things. I could probably push Discord a bit more, which might help increase revenue streams, because that would increase. For a while I was doing TikTok. I didn't really get on very well with that. My videos don't really do too well. What I tend to find is if I do a video every few months, it maybe gets 1,000 views, but if I do one every week, they get like 20 views. I put that down to the way TikTok's algorithm works. I think they throttle views, but I don't know. So I am looking at different ways to, I guess, monetize and make this work better. But I am limited for time, so it is difficult. Now, I mentioned earlier things about Evergreen and how that sort of works. So if I were to look at the last 6 months, say as an example, and every single month there, I'm earning somewhere around about the £20 mark. Okay, I was a bit lazy with content in December, so that makes sense why I'm a bit low there. It's sort of £16, but roughly I'm getting about £20. March was a big one for me. I got £50 during that 1 month. But you can sort of start to see that, you know, we get things. So my highest paying content for 2024 was actually my sneaking guide. That actually came out, I want to say at the beginning of the year. When did that come out? That came out in March. So again, when the World 6 launch worked, March, sneaking guide came out. That has earned me nearly £30, that video alone. So that video alone is 1 month's worth of income. And that kind of shows. The next one would be the Ultimate Gaming Garden Guide. So that was a big video for me. These are all the thing with these are all very evergreen content, and what I mean by that is they don't really die. What you're doing then is still what you're doing with it today. That video was actually first published in October of 2023, so that's a really old Idleon video for me, but it is still doing well. The clickers did well for me, but I think that's because, again, what I tend to try and do is try to be the first one who puts content out. If I'm the first one who puts content out, there is nothing else. People will naturally gravitate towards me. Yeah, I think that's kind of all I've got for the overview. I did try shorts. Shorts paid me £1.30. Shorts don't pay a huge amount because they get so many views and they're so short. I was doing a Did You Know season in it, like a Did You Know series. That was doing okay, but I kind of ran out of things. I'm not too good with the short form content, so if anyone's got any comments on how to make it better, feel free. One of the things I've had as feedback is that I moved the screen too much. There's too much panning, too much zooming, too much going on to actually understand the video. So if I did go back into that space, maybe I'd look at slowing it down a bit, trying to emphasize what's going on. Oh, that's another thing. I bought new editing software, Filmora, this year. That was another £70. So that meant that my editing, I could do more fancy things with the editing. Whether that's a good thing or not, I don't know. Feel free to let me know in the comments. So this year's been the last year was kind of expensive in upgrading my gear. However, I think I'm now at a place where I probably don't need to upgrade my gear too often. Obviously, there will be maintenance, it will need upkeep, that kind of stuff, but the big outliers are going. So hopefully this year we can earn even more. I'd love to see that. Again, it's only thanks to you guys. You guys are the reason I can earn anything at all. If you would like to see me stream, if you would like shorts, like if you do use TikTok, what sort of things would you want to see on those platforms? Maybe Instagram. I do have an Instagram account. It is linked. I did try using it for a while, but again, I found it wasn't really great at that side of things. But these are all avenues that are open to me that I don't use so much. But I'd love to know your input, what you want to see, because at the end of the day, this channel, whilst it is a revenue for me, it's more of a passion project. I do it more because I'm enjoying the game and it gives me a way to really justify playing it to my wife. But if there are things you want to see, please let me know. The other piece of information that might be useful to know is how YouTube pays. So YouTube actually pays per 1,000 clicks is the measurement they use. Now, I have no idea whether I'm being paid at a good rate or not, but it says I'm being paid £7.95 per 1,000 clicks. This does not make sense to me, because at £7.95, if I was earning that and I had, what did I say it was? 172,000. So if I do that by 172, I should have earned £1,400. So I don't really know how that metric works. If anyone does know how that metric works, please let me know. But basically, the metric they're telling me should be at 1,400. I'm earning 300, so I'm at a quarter of it. Which makes me my actual pay is more like £2 to £3 per 1,000 clicks. Yeah. I think that's all I've got for you today. If you found this video useful in any way, shape or form, or you want to know more about YouTube metrics, please feel free to comment. I'm happy to show it all. I'm not a gatekeeper. I'm open. I will show you everything you want to know. If you want to know how a specific video is doing, let me know. We can follow it up with things like shorts and stuff like that. Like I say, I'm interested in trying other revenues and other avenues of exploration. But I didn't need your feedback. As always, thanks very much for watching. You've been amazing. Until next time, take care.